Hi, everyone. Welcome to day 5 of Meditate Right. So, you have been meditating and writing for 10 minutes a day, and now we're on day 5, and we're going to continue with that same thing 10 minutes of meditating, 10 minutes of writing. Last time we talked about, in day 4, we talked about not setting any intention of just allowing things to be there, right? And I want to go back and I want to do that a little more. I want to elaborate on this in day 5. I want to talk about loving what is, okay? And so while you're meditating, sometimes what will happen is you will have something come up that you don't like. You'll be like, "Oh, I really don't want to think about that. I don't want to have that memory. That sounds terrible. I want to push it away. I don't want it to be there." You might have some feelings come up that you're like, "Ooh, that doesn't feel so great." I guarantee you're going to have something come up. If you're doing this, you're going to have things come up that are coming up to be healed. And that's why I want to talk about this week, because it's going to happen. And I don't want you to be scared of that. I just want you to be prepared for it, because it will happen. This is not all rainbows and sunshine. This is bringing up things that have been dormant. Kind of like I don't kind of like a cold sore, right? Like cold sores are dormant and then something triggers it and it comes up, flares out, right? I hate to compare it to that, but that's kind of what it is. So, you might have a memory come up, and it doesn't necessarily mean that it's a bad you don't have to put a label on it, bad or good. Anything that comes up is meant to be there. It's all good, whether you think it's bad or not. So let whatever's going to come up come up. The problem that we have and what our ego does is it doesn't like those uncomfortable feelings. It doesn't want to feel sad or mad or whatever. It doesn't want to think about things that, maybe there's something that's been buried a long time ago you haven't thought about in a long time. So again, I just want to encourage you to love whatever comes up. And a lot of times people struggle with that. Well, you want me to love that I didn't like this, or I hated that, hated myself, or I hate myself, or whatever. It doesn't matter what it is. Let whatever comes up come up and love that it's there. That's it. And so your journaling prompt, or what I want you to write about, is loving what is. How can you get to a place of loving what is, whatever it is? In fact, here's what I would recommend to do too, is what you can do is make a list of all the things you don't like about yourself, about other people, whatever it is. Just make a list of all the things you don't like. And then what I want you to do after you make that list is cross out not liking it or hating it and put love. Because again, love has a different energy than hate. I mean, it's huge, right? And a lot of times we're trained to not like those uncomfortable feelings or whatever again, we call them negative feelings, like the sadness. I don't call them negative. I call them necessary, because we're human. Like people will say, "Don't cry," I'm sorry, I'm crying. People apologize for crying. No, that's part of you, and that's part of you being a human being. So love it all. I know I'm going a little bit over on this video. However, I really wanted to get this point across to you. Love it all. It all matters because it's part of you. So love what is. So journal about that, and I'm looking forward to hearing what you get out of day 5. I'll see you in day 6.